Hi guys, it's Peter, welcome to our channel. And this video is a follow-up to my previous couple videos about recovering battery on a Onewheel. In my particular case, I was recovering 2 batteries for Onewheel Pint. Pretty much today is gonna give you the final result of that recovery. And pretty much this is a battery number 1. I mean the first come from first Pint. And if you saw my previous video, you already know when I pull it out, I measured with Fluky, it did have around 1 volt. 1 volt, it's really super low, because this battery is let's see, yeah, 54 volt nominal, 63 full charge. 1 volt is not acceptable. If you drain it to 2.5 volt per cell, it should be has like around 40 volts or so. 1 volt is dangerously low. With my special devices, I did brought back. Then with active equalizer, I did equalize all cells, which is really nice device, and it's super accurate. It's accurate to 1/1000 of a volt, which is really nice. But recovering and equalizing cells is one thing. But usually what I do, I cycled battery as well, and I did for both batteries. By saying cycling, some people use the word analyzing, some people use the cycling, and pretty much you charge the battery and then discharge it to see what capacity battery it can provide at fully discharged. And this particular one, not only low numbers, also cell number 9 and cell number 11, it's sagging pretty bad. Pretty much when I was discharging with this analyzer, it cell number 9 and 11 kicks in early, reached discharge voltage, what I set it before resting. That means those 2 cells, it's weaker than rest battery, and that condition is not acceptable for high amperage draw equipment like a scooter, Onewheel, EUC, e-bike. That will be not acceptable. Plus, according to numbers, this battery is supposed to be has, when it's new, it's 2.8 and 2800 milliamp. At current stage, it only has 1942 milliamp. It's around 69%. And some people is gonna say probably, well, 69%, I mean almost 70, it's still good. No, especially for Onewheel device. From my own experience, and I always saying, if wheel has more than one wheel, more than one, then you can use battery until it reaches 75%. 75% when it's reached, you better replace it. Single wheel device, I will not recommend use a battery if it's already reached around 80%, because even at 80%, the battery is going to be weaker. It will much easier will drop you, and I mean another accident or so. I mean, who need it, right? Pretty much this battery pack is not usable. In the next video or so, we're gonna cut it and open it, shrink wrap. I will show you a couple really bad design flaw from Future Motion. But like I said, that's gonna be in another video. Then a second battery from a second Pint. This battery, when I pull it out, I tested with Fluky. It did have around 6 point something volt, I believe, or so, which is much better than first one. But still it's not acceptable, because like I said, the lowest voltage they recommended, I mean, you can discharge it to 2.5 volt per cell, not 6 volt per I mean, for a total of 15 cells. Yeah, same procedure I did use it. My analyzer, I mean my charger, active equalizer brought all cells back to normal, charge it, discharge it a couple times, and the final result, this battery has much better. Plus it doesn't have a weaker cell like the other one. All cells, they discharge it and discharge it equally same. I mean, really close. And final numbers, it's a 92% capacity remaining. Yeah. When I said percentage, I mean it capacity remaining, not lifespan, because every battery has a different lifespan, depending how they've been treated before. And something like what's happened with those batteries, it's really bad. It's not gonna expand lifespan on those batteries. It shrinks quite good. For example, when I used to have my GT, and after 1,000 miles, which I use that wheel constantly, I mean, I never store it for 6 months or so, because I'm riding one wheel all year around, even I'm living in Alaska, right? And my GT, after 1,000 miles, I believe it did get close to like 92-93% or so, capacity remaining. This battery originally has 120 miles and it's ready at 92%. You see, one accident with this battery, wrong storage precision, and how badly numbers drops. Pretty much, yeah, this battery, it's still usable. It's not mean it will last as long as another battery which been take care it properly, and it will have, I mean, you can put it another 2,000-3,000 miles. No, because after bad treatment, all cells is gonna, even right now it shows good, but in the long run they may behave differently, and some cells will start showing weaknesses, or some cells even is gonna die quicker than other. Pretty much recovering battery, like I always saying, it's really dangerous. And if you don't know what you're doing, you better not open it, even a battery lid, to pull it out this battery. You better leave it the way it is. Buy just new battery. If you know what you're doing, it's another thing. But like I always saying, dealing with battery, you have to remember it. It has a high voltage, high amperage. Some batteries has over 130 volts or so. I mean, on some builds. Yeah, on the UC even more. It can kill you, it can burn your house, it can kill your cat, it can do all kind bad things. Please be really careful with the battery. Well guys, pretty much that's all I got for this video. I hope it was interesting, enjoyable. If you guys did enjoy it, thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, subscribe. We will be really appreciate it. Thank you.